Hello everybody, how's it going? My name is InkEyes. Welcome back to InkEyes Plays Dead Cells. So since the last time we played it, which I don't know when was it, like 4 or 5 days ago maybe? There have been a few patches, actually. I think a minimum of 3 patches that were released, but none of them had any patch notes attached to them. I'm assuming they were not major content updates that extend the play time and, like, you know, the just the levels and whatnot. But I'm pretty sure. Wait, I have a run that I can resume. Really? Get what? That's not a run you resume. That's a new run. But yeah, I think some enemy designs were changed a little bit. I think there are a couple of new enemies as well. And here we are, checking it out. Like I always see, this guy's even different too. That's not the total number of runs that I've had, but thank you for pretending like you know. Oh, so you get like a whatchamacallit, a monster encyclopedia as well. But yeah, like I promised before, this game will get its attention and playtime on my channel as patches and updates come out for it. And that's been the way it's been for Dead Cells on my channel since the beginning of time, when Dead Cells was released in a very early alpha / beta, which itself was really confusing because it was called an alpha, but it was labeled as a beta. So I don't know if it was ever an alpha or a beta, but I'm assuming that it was a beta because they had multiple people test it out online. And that's usually a beta. But as far as I know, betas also apply to when you test a game's online capabilities, which then, by that logic, it makes it, in fact, an alpha. But when the game devs themselves put in 2 different places 2 different terminology, or use 2 different terminology, calling it an alpha on one screen and a beta on another screen, it does get confusing, okay? I'm trying my best here. But of course, we're back, like I said, to see what's up. We're gonna try to get all the everythings. And that challenge thing is we're not gonna do it just yet. First of all, let me just go around a little bit, check out what's going on. Pick up additional power-ups. This goes to the ossuary, I know, but I just want to make sure that there aren't any treasures here. Nope, let's go back. I wish you actually rubbed the mummy, the sarcophagus. I want to see him rub it. It says rub, but then he claps. Well, anyway, before we went on this long tangent of betas and alphas, I had decided that, you know, as the game gets updated, because there wasn't that much content and not a whole lot of replayability for the game. A little while ago, you know, there was just one boss, and then there wasn't anything after the first boss. But then they added all these other areas, like the sewer, the toxic sewers, and new enemies, and I came back. We covered that stuff. We got to the last boss, and I felt like, you know, I think I've gotten what the game has to offer again, so I set it aside. But then I saw a video of Northernlion playing a little bit more of it. I didn't need to take that. And I noticed that some enemies were new, and some enemies were working a little differently. So I thought, you know what? We're gonna come back to it again. It is time. It's time to have fun and kick ass. And that's what's fun about this game. Let me see what this is gonna do for me. Sure. Extra damage output in general. I'll definitely take that. I'm probably gonna be talking mostly about what I'm gonna be talking right now during this video. So prepare yourselves for kind of a long rant about this game itself, which is basically about the game design, because I think a lot of people are confused about one thing, at least when it comes to my opinion about the game. I don't think this is a bad game, but I don't think this is a great game by any measure. Like, you need to distinguish fun between fun and good design. This game is a lot of fun, but the design is pretty bad in it. Most of the runs that actually work out are runs that are balanced, where you put, you know, your points kind of evenly across the board, and you take for 2,000. Yeah, sure, give it to me. Money is money. I don't care about it. Arrows dropping. I don't care about that. Fire brands. It's a range thing. I'm not. Nah, not interested. So it'll be the challenge thing. Hold on, let me go do the challenge thing too. But yeah, like, the game is a lot of fun, don't get me wrong. Like, it looks good. It's colorful. A lot of flashing things and cool things happening here and there all the time. You do get overpowered sometimes, depending on your setup. And it's really fun to experiment with some things. But the truth of the matter is, the game is not... So those guys actually don't get stun-locked forever. That's changed. Alright, good to know. But the game just doesn't have the... Where do you want to go? Let's go to the toxic sewers. Let me go back. It's a lot of fun. It's especially fun when you're just kicking everybody's ass and you get super powerful and things blow up. But then you get to the point where everything just becomes artificial difficulty, of enemies dealing massive amounts of damage. And this is a frantic game, meaning that you are gonna take damage, and if you don't tend to your HP as much as you possibly can, you're not gonna survive. And then most of the enemies also, they don't really present an actual difficulty. They are just enemies that limit your just limit you in general. For example, enemies that spatially limit you, and I can name so many of them. You have from those crawly dudes that when you kill them, they drop the bombs and you have to evacuate the area. Then you get the mushrooms that also throw spikes under you. And then you have the shielders, who are like pseudo space limiters because they just rush you down with a shield and you cannot be on that strip of the ground, otherwise you get hit. You have the axe throwers that also make standing in certain areas, they just simply restrict your available space while the axe is like spinning through the air. God, I find it so hard to just focus my train of thought here. It's just so much is happening right now. Oh, come on. Don't stop taking so much damage. Sorry, it's been so long since I played this game. Let me just this is warm up and chat time. But yeah, you simply have just all of these enemies that simply only limit the amount of area you have to play with and work with. And that is artificial difficulty. And you have enemies that are shielded. That's again artificial difficulty. Like the whole first boss fight with the whole invulnerability phase. That's you do understand. Any invulnerability in video games for an enemy is artificial difficulty. So yeah, I still stand by what I said previously about the Watcher boss, that I think he's pretty cheap in design. I stand by what I said, because I truly believe that. You have an enemy who just gets progressively faster with a very simple attack pattern that really doesn't have much to it. Yeah, we need that. Like, it's not a matter of learning how to fight against that guy, because that just takes about, what, like 30 seconds to figure out how the guy works. I mean, come on. I've played video games for about 25 years. And I've played close to, well, I had to count for it. I haven't updated in so long, but I've played over like 1,500 games in my lifetime. So I think I can easily tell whether a game is has a good design or not. You know, I have had enough experience with enough number of games to have a good feel for just how the challenge is presented, just like the game feel itself. I'm not trying to say that I'm like the best player of any game, by no measure, but that doesn't make you that doesn't invalidate your opinion about certain games just because you're not like the best at playing them. And I think it's important to not be like a blind fanboy of games and have your own opinion, be able to analyze certain things in a video game and come to the conclusion that yeah, it's in fact not that amazing, you know? Again, it's a lot of fun. Stack up bleed and you hear all these ticks and clicks and colors and everything, and it's what's not to like about it? Until you get to like the later levels, and then things just no longer really become a matter of your skills, and just become, do you have what it takes to face these enemies? As you get swarmed, like you get swarmed so heavily by some enemies, and it's just, the game advertised itself as something similar to Dark Souls. It's like souls-like, you know, Castle metroidvania like, but you really can't have the Souls approach to it, because in Dark Souls you have enemies in Dark Souls are really simple. They usually have one or two attacks, they're really easy to dodge, and the game doesn't like punish you with just excessive amount of damage. Sure, if you're under-leveled, you're going to take a lot of damage, but the game also gives you a lot of opportunity to grind experience and grind what you need to be able to survive certain things. This game doesn't allow you a grinding opportunity. You are limited to what you find, like the skills you find, and the weapons you find, and the scrolls you find, and then beyond that, like, that's it. You just have to deal with the situation. You just have to deal with overly aggressive enemies that deal just extreme amounts of damage, and there's absolutely nothing you can do about that situation. I don't think that's good design, to be honest with you. There's a point where in Dark Souls you get to a point where enemies no longer can deal that sort of damage to you. We're gonna take that double damage, I don't mind. We'll get used to it. You get to a point where eventually the same enemy doesn't do anything to you anymore. And you've learned their patterns so well that you can easily just, you know, go toe-to-toe with them and be totally fine. And that's good design. This is not good design. You have limited number of power-ups, and then enemies get unlimited strong. That's not cool. That's definitely not cool. But again, don't get me wrong. The game design may be pretty bad, but it's still fun to play. And those are two different things. You need to be able to distinguish between that. I think the bosses need either variety to their attack patterns, or simply just drop the whole invulnerability during the boss fights, or even better, don't make their attacks faster as a solution. What do we have left? We have... that was a time door. So it's a little bit something down there. It's pretty far away. And I don't dislike the game. You know, if I didn't like this, I wouldn't come and play it. I wouldn't waste my time on it if I didn't enjoy it. So it's not a matter of that either. I want this game to be good. I want the design to be more solid. And I want the challenge to be more real, simply put. So many things in the game feel like they're just luck-based. If you get lucky enough to get this, or if you get lucky enough to get that. And I understand RNG. I've played enough, more than enough games in my life that have RNG elements in them. Wow. No. Yes. 20% damage. I'm gonna take it. And unfortunately, the direction that I see this game going doesn't make me entirely that happy. Because with every update, I see that they add new enemies that just present. Where are we? Where's my exit? Hold on. I can't find my exits. I don't see it. I see the old sewers. Is that where we're going? Where did I start? It seems like it's my only exit. Oh, the ramparts. We're next to the ramparts. We could go to the ramparts. I haven't been to the ramparts in a while, so let's go there. I was gonna say that I've seen enemies added to the game that just further limit you. Like they're designed to put you in a pinch again. Not to like really test your skills, but to really push your limits and see what you're gonna do to deal with them. Like the hedgehoggy dudes who have these spike things on their back. Oh god. I haven't seen them yet in my runs, but in the video that I saw how frustrating they were. Really frustrating, like somewhat unpredictable. And then when you throw in your skills and everything, and when you throw in like a couple of other enemies, they just become a hassle. A lot of the enemies in the game are just a hassle, and not much more. Originally, the enemies felt great. Like back in the day, the first release. I really liked the way that everything was. I thought the enemies were cool. The enemies that you see in the ramparts are basically the enemies that the game had when it first started. And you can see the original enemy designs, they're pretty okay. But then I guess the devs got to a point where they were like, alright, so people are going very fast. People are getting very strong, so we just need to throw in elements that will one-shot them. enemies that are either too powerful or just simply too tough as far as like armor or maximum amount of HP goes. As a solution, I don't think that's a solution. I think solution to problems like that would be clever enemy design. Like, these guys were really cool. You know, the archers teleported and they shot their arrows, and you could have dodged them. And yeah, sure, I know that like all the enemies have simple solutions when it comes to facing them. For example, you have the axemen who throw them. You can just simply jump over the axes. The cannonball dudes. You can, if you have a bow or something, you can easily whatchamacallit, with the cannonball dudes. You can actually shoot the cannonballs with bows and arrows. But when you're thrown into like a very crowded area, the situation completely changes. I'm gonna try to get this challenge done, as much as it pains me to do it. Okay, I promise, rant is over. It was really hard to talk about it, because the game does demand a lot of your attention. So to carry on meaningful conversation is pretty challenging. Did they die? No, they didn't. Come on, guys. Come on. Come on. Thank you. Level 5, huh? Yeah, I mean, I kind of have to. You leave me with no choice. You have, again, left me without a choice. It's actually a really good grenade. So we're definitely going to take it. Extra damage. Still feel like I'm in a challenge. Like, don't take any hits, or you will lose. And I know that a lot of people are gonna, you know, disagree with everything I've said about the game. That's totally fine. You know, everybody's entitled to their opinion. I'm not gonna say that you're wrong. I'm not gonna say that I'm right. It's just how I feel based on my previous experiences with other games. Based on my experiences with this game itself. Like, where it's been, where it's gotten, what is going on. And, you know, things could change. Devs might come up with more clever enemy designs. At the end of the day, this is an indie game. You know, devs have limited time and resources and staff. And making games is not easy. And so far, they've done a great job. Like, I'm holding this game up to very high standards because it's very fun to play. You know, it's obviously it's a very fluid sort of game. The combat is fluid. You feel pretty good during most of it when you're not getting one-shotted, even with like 5 levels of HP. I think it's a challenging game. It's a very active game. You know, you have to be constantly dodging something, attacking something, and it encourages speed and frantic combat, which is a lot of fun, without a doubt. I don't know, I really like the nade. Is he coming? Yeah, coming? I was wondering when this guy was gonna teleport. But then you get to a point where I've seen most people reach this point where they just start hoarding the most powerful skills and they pump all their scrolls into skills, and the game just becomes a waiting game of you standing on a ledge above all the enemies, just spamming your skills. Nades, turrets. That's not fun. That's weakness in game design. You have you've forced the player to change the way they play, and they have become slower, more cautious, coy, scared, unsure. You know, and they just have to resort to cheese tactics. Like, why would you allow these first levels to be so easy to do? And why does everything just go off balance later on? Like, why is my strength and my power, just everything that I have right now, how are they still relevant? How am I doing so well here? But then as I get more powerful and as I find more and more scrolls and go on, it just becomes ridiculously tough. Is that really good? Is it really good to make all of these first areas so quote-unquote easy? And more often than not, that's the flow of the game. You feel like on one level you're doing extremely well, like nothing can stand in your way, and then the next level you get one-shotted. It's pretty frustrating. But we can definitely stop talking about that. I'm done. It's hard to keep a meaningful train of thought here too, sometimes, because there's so much going on. So we need to focus on some of the combat too. There's nothing here. Alright, seems like we're done. I guess we're done. We're going to the Black Bridge. 5, 5, and 5. The only way that I find it acceptable. It should be just fine. We have so many things that can inflict status ailments, like burns and whatnot. We have the firebrands. I'm down to... Oh, I can't get that. I can get this. Or I can make this stronger. Nah, it's pointless. Let's do... that one. Sure. How good is this? Knife Storm 4. Launches a storm of knives around you which cause bleed. 30% extra damage. 30% extra damage, but I would lose skills? No. Thank you. Appreciate it. Did I just use one heal on the last level? Despite all this talking, I still did decent. Alright, hold on. A little bit of coffee in my system would help a lot. Okay, let's do it. Well, there we go. Just gonna wait around. Doesn't matter how powerful you are, just... Nope. Okay. Minimum boss time must be met. Unless the gods of bosses will not be happy with us. Yep, alright. Okay, buddy. Alright. We'll wait. We'll wait. I'll wait. I'll wait to punish you. It was a lot of fun. Easy peasy. Wait. What's up there? Oh, just treasure? Wait, what is what? I didn't know that this existed here. 14 minutes ago? How long have you been playing this game for? Jesus. Alright. Not bad. First boss in around half an hour, right? Put it in that. Like I care what it is. Okay, the Fog Fjord is where things go south, right? Is where you realize that you killing the boss previously did not mean anything. Killing him so easily and so quickly is completely irrelevant to the enemies here. Like, these enemies might as well be the first boss fight, because they're tougher to deal with. Throw me between 3 axemen, like these guys. It'll be a nightmare. I mean, it's not like they're that hard. It's just the design is just bad. You have all these enemies that patrol back and forth, and then they either jump at you or throw something at you that restricts your area. Like, what about enemies that, I don't know. I don't know. You've already gotten my point. I don't want to harp on it too much. Damage taken reduced by 10%, better than a grenade. When enemies deal 300 damage, 10% is like 30 HP. So I'll for sure take it. See, I'm back there. I'm back at the cheese strats. Stand above the enemies. Oh my gosh. This poison cloud is so big. I got so distracted by this. I thought a poison cloud would be maybe as big as that. Right there. Dude, the firebrands are extremely overpowered. I mean, granted, I have 5 skills, but still. So much burning on them. I'm assuming the fire destroys the cannonballs. Well, we don't get to see that. Let's go layer by layer. Let's first face these guys. Yeah, I don't know if the flames actually do destroy the cannonballs. Maybe I was wrong about that. Or maybe they do, just need to pass through or over enough flames. Is this a place where you can go up from? I think so. Yikes! Yeah, this is the path. This is a path that goes up to the second story. We're gonna ignore it for now. In fact, we're gonna try this real quick. Get good. Yeah, just keep doing this. Why put yourself in danger? You're still alive? Jesus. And frozen? Dude, fire is the best way to deal with the shielders. Bye-bye. Can we complete the second challenge here? That would be super cool. $40 seconds to go. I think we can do it. 30 seconds to go. Or maybe we can't do it. So 10 seconds to go. He's done it. He's the greatest. And the bestest. Plus 65% damage. Okay, now that's something I cannot just ignore. Forget about the flame turret, because it's not that great. Alright, let's go back. We have stuff to check out on that side. See, and if it weren't for my sacrifices when it came to my equipment, like my skills, I wouldn't have had the same amount of power that I have now. Like, I'm strong because I took things that gave me +1 to skills. If I hadn't found those items, the game itself isn't giving me that many handouts. Where are my scrolls? You know? Now I'm at 4 skills. And I need to find a way to fix that issue. Immediately. But then at the same time, I know that I'm gonna need more HP, otherwise I'm just gonna get wrecked by the enemies in the graveyard. Okay. Thought maybe if I attacked it, I would be safe. I don't know what I was thinking. Okay, get behind. Don't do that. Don't do that. What is this? 45 damage. It's piercing. 45%. Yeah, I'll take it over the stun grenade. Oh, you go through walls. Right. We have to face at least right now, it seems like. Oh, things got complicated real fast. Hello, biter. Oh, cool. See, I want to be proactive. I don't want to just stand back and attack them. I want to get in their face. And quickly be done with it. Like, these parts of the game become so slow because you just have to stand back. And I don't want to do that. I want to get in there, get my hands dirty, really show them what's up. Because I got what it takes, son. I haven't even used a potion yet. Another blueprint. Set a phaser, ignite the ground around you, release a cloud of poisonous gas around you as well. Damn. I'm gonna have to say no to it though. I'm sorry. I can't sacrifice any more skills, and turret's just too good. Piercing with crawlers coming out? With biters crawling out? Okay. That was fun. Leave no door unattended. Health. Damn, dude. Okay, listen. That's way too much of my HP. Hold on. Alright, we're gonna have to use this here once. You gonna stand there? Stand there and look at me with your dumb eyes? Do I care about facing an elite? Honestly, no. What's the flipping point? Give me a good reason. What are you doing up there? Did I go in there? No. It's a shop. HP up. What is this? +1 skill. Shots pierce the first target. I want that over my ice grenade. So what I'm gonna do is go back, face a bunch of these enemies over here on the second floor. Make enough money. I just don't remember where the shop was now. Because there are no labels for these doors or anything. Hello. Oh, don't push me down. Sorry, there's also construction at my building right now. So there's a... If you can hear the sounds of people hammering things, it's... Jesus, dude. Calm down. It's the porch people. Trying to fix some porch issues. Well, we're not gonna leave that behind. So much stuff here, so many places to go. Nah. I'm really liking my firebrand, although for the final boss it's going to be pretty much useless. So I have to make sacrifices for the final boss fight. Actually, no, it's not going to be useless. It's actually going to be very good. Hold on. What am I thinking? Bring it. Give it back. And by final, I mean the second boss. Oh, they like proximity mines too. Oh, there's a door there. Alright, hold on. It's a better idea. Yep, come on over. I think the shop was near here. Oh, these are throwing knives. It's not the knife storm. Oh, oops. Such a tough choice. Set the ground on fire for the tentacles or bleed them? Nah, we're gonna set the ground on fire. Bye. Is that my exit? I think I may have missed my exit. Let's go back. Because that's definitely a door that I haven't gone through. Oh yeah, look at this. Yeah, well, that's great. Dodge into the axe. Roll with the axe. For maximum enemy happiness. And just Don't dodge. Thank you. Never dodge. Why dodge? Why care about dodging? Who needs to dodge? Not me. Okay, so I'm actually concerned. I don't know where my exit is. How do you exit this damn place? It was one of the doors, wasn't it? I just talked so much that I didn't even notice. Could be in this. Nope. It could be this one. Oh, haven't even been here. How curious. Just gonna randomly drop things for me? Thanks, I guess. The graveyard. Let's go. University of Virginia student Otto Warmbier said to be in a coma. Why am I getting breaking news about a student being in a coma? I mean, it sucks. Of course, it's terrible. But I don't think it's breaking news worthy. I'm sorry. Not to sound heartless, but it's being realistic, buddy. Meat grinder. Could also be great for the final boss fight, so I'm just gonna see what it gives me. If it gives me like a meat grinder level 4 with bleed on it and whatnot, I don't know. What is my weapon right now? What is this? 100% damage on a burning target. Oh. But if I do that, yeah, I'm gonna do that. Actually, as simple as that. You get good. So the meat grinder now synergizes pretty well with the firebrands as well as any. I mean, that's it. But I can't drop the ice grenade because that's actually giving me skills. And we need that. Very much so. Hello, graveyard. I know that you spawn those enemies. Everything is much more difficult to kill now. It's just going to be a lot of fun. Can I help you, sir? That was cool. With the poison gas cloud. That dealt a lot of good damage to everything. Alright, not bad so far. Meat grinders on the ground, just don't do anything really with these flyers. Still looking for secrets. Runes, relics, bauble and gold, trinkets. Hell no. Silly. Crazy. Honestly, I'm trying to go fast. I think I'm gone faster than I've ever gone. And it's still been 43 minutes. Oh, these guys. My favorite. How dare you? How dare you? How dare you predict my movement there, sir? Now, nah. Don't do that, sir. What is over here? Why am I here? I just cornered myself for no reason. Let's go. What do I even want? I guess skills are pretty far behind. There you go. 5, 6, and 7. 5, 6, 7, and 8. Come on, just get on my level, dude. Seriously, like, get on the same height. Do we want the Spartan sandals for health +1? That would ruin basically my combo with fire and grinder. So we're gonna say no. As simple as that. With the Watcher fight in mind. Dude, I can't believe this run's gonna be like an hour long. It's a little much. I wonder how long the game's going to be upon actual release. Because you're supposed to climb the entire castle. Like, you're supposed to get to the top of the castle that you see on the main screen of the game. The main menu. Intro page. You're supposed to get to the top. And honestly, at this rate, I think doing that on video is going to take probably 5 hours. Once they complete the game, because most of the areas of the game you actually don't even climb up. You're constantly going down. Prison depths and ossuary and the graveyard underground. No, like you hardly at all go up. The ramparts, I think, like is the only level where you go up. Dude. Yeah, thank you for dying. Dude! Not appreciated. Firing a volley of arrows, though. Am I willing to lose that for 65% damage and a volley of arrows? Yes. So if I could, pretty please, with a cherry on top, find a damn scroll to upgrade my skills now, it'll be phenomenal. Of course, enemies in the water don't get burned. Makes sense. Alright, fine, 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 fine. You got me. I'll heal. Oh! Oh, great! Oh, thanks. Just gonna pass me back and forth between each other, huh? It's not gonna happen, buddy. You see that stylish way of exiting the level? I floated down. Well, that's a large amount of money that I'm gonna want. I don't get this door at all. Back we go with the key. Jesus Christ, this run's been 50 minutes. I wanted this video to go up, like, now. Basically. Where's this damn door? There it is. Still looking for runes everywhere. Because I know some runes give you... oh, levels and things. Poison no longer affects you. Sewers, here we come. I'm a bleeding target. Yeah, and then you have the sewers. We have 2 tiers of sewer levels that go further down. I don't know when you're ever gonna get to the top of the castle. Unless the game puts like a... oh, Jesus. Okay. Unless the game puts like the cheesiest teleport method at the base of the castle. I was frozen. I couldn't move. Or like an elevator that you take. You know, just to simplify things. Because, you know, devs love taking shortcuts. So, I bet you it's going to be like the longest elevator that just takes you straight to the top. You just don't have to climb to the top by playing through levels. Most of the actual in-game levels go down. And then you'll have an elevator that goes straight up. 30 floors. Oh, you're invisible. How's it going? You touched me. You basic bitch. Hold on. I need to go this way first. I want to see what's behind the door we can never open. Hold on. You know what? It's gonna create too much backtracking, kind of. Let me deal with these guys first. Get up there! God! There's nothing here. 52-minute run. 52-minute video. Well, that's just a hole. Let's go take care of this hole. I can't see where I am. I didn't even know where I was. So this hole was completely pointless. No runes. No benefit. Okay. Sometimes you just gotta have a hole for enemies. A hole full of enemies. Oh, hey, you. Fun! Dealing with too many things. Wait. Never do that to me again if you want to live to see another day, son. There's nothing there either. What could possibly be here? That's my question. Oh. Something decent, in fact. Where are we going here? Why is this floor so big? Why? That's where we eventually want to go, but not yet. Fantastic. Why am I here? Exactly. Can you explain, game? Where the hell are we going? Where is... What? Keeps going. Keeps going. Burning. Frozen. Not interested. Go over there. My God. There's so much more to explore here. Oh, seriously? Hold on. Don't like that. Can I cheese you? No. Fine. Can I cheese you here? Like that? No. Does this say on the map? Ice Grenade 7? I don't think it's going to be useful. Unfortunately. There's nothing here. Came here for no reason. Alright, take me away. Take me, here? thought I hit the wall. It was just like a random object in the environment. Get good. Alright, hold on. What? You dropped the blueprint? You dropped the blueprint. You. You. You know, I would face one of them hand to hand too. But when it's two of them, that is way too much. Absolutely. Is this simply better? Fires an arrow upward. Fires an arrow in front of you. This is, how could this be so similar to the one I have? That's kind of ridiculous. Don't want to lose strength. You sold me. God, the episode's been an hour now. An hour long. Go there. Alright, let's see how this goes. Let me have some coffee. This coffee's going cold. So very cold. Ugh. Cold coffee sucks. I mean, iced coffee is great, but coffee that just sits and gets lukewarm? Ugh. Oiled sword. 100% damage on a burning target. It's already at 1,787. But I'm gonna lose. This is, yeah, my sword right now is pretty decent. Spiteful sword goes up to 3,000 damage on a crit. Yeah. And enemies release a toxic gas or cloud when they die. That means the tentacles are gonna do that. Our setup is pretty solid. I'm hoping that things will go my way this time. So let's see if we can kill this watcher dude on second try. Video so long. I have 8 levels of HP, don't I? Not 7. Where are you going? Wait. Oh, Firebrand. Oh, Firebrand, what are you? Oh, Firebrand, you... Ranged things are so useless in this fight. Ow. Come on. Okay. I just simply can't reach him to do anything to him. I want to wait until he just rushes me. Wow! Oh, just wait a second, dude! Wait a freaking second down on the ground so I can attack you. Wait! Ugh. Absolutely garbage. Get out of here. Get out of here. Oh, this is going to be so frustrating, I can already tell. Wait! Oh. Oh my god. Oh my god. The frustration is so real. Stop. Stop it. Stop. Get help. I can't hit you with anything. Nice movement prediction. That's flippin' sweet. I'm gonna have to hit him with the upward arrow of this firebrand. It's my only hope. Oh, it doesn't go through platforms. Oh, wonderful. Never mind. Take that back. It does good damage. It does 200 damage. Please. Please take life damage. Please stop running. You coward. You oh, coward! Yeah, this is so good. Oh, hey, hi, how's it going? Yeah, hey, oh, thanks. Oh, hey. It's so easy to see with all the flames on the ground. This is the definition of frustration. Oh, he doesn't even catch on fire when he stands in fire. Can you drop this nonsense? So you have to get next to him to deal damage to him, and when you do get next to him, he electrocutes you. And you tell me that this is a good boss design, and I'll tell you to go play some video games. Did that just hit him and not hit him? Dude, please. 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 Here we go. This is the part that gets me all the time. With the tentacles going at 30,000 miles per hour in flames and grinders and everything too on the ground at the same time. They're 4. Right. Right. Okay. 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 Keep track of them with the ailments on them. So at least I can see the bleeding stuff. Okay. Okay. Alright. Okay. Alright. Nope, forget about HP recovery. Oh, he's getting faster too, meaning he's just getting away from me faster. Now it's like we don't have at all a chance to hit him. Dude, just stop! Stop! Ah! God! Wait! Just let me deal 1 point of damage to you! So stupid. This is absolutely retarded. I don't like this game. I don't think I'm gonna play this again. Ah, it's so unbalanced. It's it's so frustrating, but hope you enjoyed it. Leave a thumbs up on it if you liked it, and I'll see you guys later. Thanks for your time and attention.